A day of debate, dancing, and learning.
And a chance for members to meet experts in the field of stroke care in the virtual world. Welcome back to the 2022 International Stroke Conference.
Hi, I'm Kara Moore. You're watching ASA TV. Members of the American Heart Association come together in person and virtually this week to share their volunteer experiences with the AHA. Speakers explained how to identify opportunities to volunteer and how they've helped them to network and advance their careers.
Really try and give insights to particularly early career folks about ways to get involved with the Stroke Council and pathways to achieve that that might help their careers, help them network, other avenues of how they can contribute and what they can get out of it for their own careers.
Attendees learned about how to get your first job after a stroke fellowship and how to advance your career and deal with obstacles that may appear in your path.
I hope they come away with a confidence as a young early career. I mean, I'm early career, so these questions apply to me as well. A confidence in pursuing your dreams and pursuing the things that you want to accomplish in your career. So I hope that this just pushes us all forward.
ISC 22 brings together the brightest minds in the field of stroke care to debate several different topics in the field of stroke care. First up, intravenous thrombolysis versus endovascular treatment. And a treat for members on the way to the opening main event, the sounds of the Big Easy. An authentic New Orleans second line led attendees into Hall D. That's where members heard from AHA President Donald Lloyd Jones and ISC Program Chair Louise McCullough on the future of heart and the International Stroke Conference.
You already know that the amazing recent advances in the acute care for stroke have allowed countless people to live longer and happier lives. I hope I've convinced you that we can do even better. That by focusing on cardiovascular and brain health across the life course, we can actually avoid devastating strokes and declines in cognitive function in the first place. By using all our tools, we can help our children start with and maintain ideal cardiovascular and brain health throughout their lives.
These sessions will offer cutting-edge science, the latest in clinical trial results and research, and some controversial theories and thoughts. This is the most important part of the International Stroke Conference, education that you can take back with you to help develop more effective therapies and treatments for stroke patients and to help build healthier lives free of stroke.
More hardware was given out during the open main event, recognizing this year's winner of the William M. Feinberg for Excellence in Clinical Stroke. The award recognizes ongoing contributions to the investigation and management of stroke in clinical science. Members also got to hear the results and findings from key studies and clinical trials in the late-breaking science sessions.
Meet the Expert sessions took place on Zoom for attendees to learn more and ask questions about specific sections and philosophies of stroke care.
But I decided after my residency that I wanted to learn more about how to do clinical research. For me, I discovered epidemiology, and I made very critical connections with faculty who went on to be key collaborators.
It is time to get down with your blood pressure. I'm Kara Moore with ASA TV. Joining me now to talk about this dance break at ISC 22 is Eduardo Sanchez with the AHA. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about how this dance break idea first came about.
Well, blood pressure control is a big problem. People don't always know what they need to know. How do you reach people? Well, you reach them where they are. Music is a great way to engage folks with message. So this is about message with music to engage people on blood pressure control.
It's a fun dance with a pretty serious message. How important is this event to ISC?
This event is really important because this is the International Stroke Conference, and the leading cause of stroke in the United States of America and the world is uncontrolled blood pressure. So getting people's blood pressure under control could help reduce strokes that need to get taken care of.
A focus on in-hospital care, how to identify the best practices in improving evaluation and management of in-hospital inpatient stroke. Imaging is a critical component in stroke diagnosis and prognosis. Speakers addressed several of the frontiers of brain imaging, such as core estimation and vessel wall imaging.
We'll continue our coverage tomorrow from ISC 2022 with the latest interviews from our members and highlights from the day's events. I'm Kara Moore with ASA TV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.
Thank you for watching ASA TV. I'm Trey Johnson. We leave you now with the sights and sounds from Wednesday at the New Orleans Convention Center.
Like a few days ago when I was traveling here through plane, I'm really like living life now because I'm going to like these conferences and like meeting new people and getting connections. It's like this is overwhelming, but it's exciting and like this can better my future and my career.